Hello parents, welcome to our channel DocITBabiezz. I'm Smita Ghosh. So parents, before starting this video, a small quick question that before being parents, was traveling, something that could give you tension? Because I think that traveling was a lot of fun and we used to enjoy a lot during traveling, and obviously there are ups and downs during traveling. You have some issues here and there, but still we had a lot of fun during traveling. But after being a parent, because I'm also a parent, I know that traveling is again fun, but still we are tensed because we have a baby with us. We want the baby to be comfortable and we want the traveling to go smooth as possible. Now again, if you're traveling alone with a baby, then it's altogether a new game, because you are traveling alone. You have to take care of the baby, you have to take care of the formalities of the traveling and everything. So it's a lot of stress on you, and that makes your traveling very stressful. But I want that your traveling should be fun with your baby, even if you're traveling alone. So there are some tips and tricks that I have gathered through my experience, because I have traveled a lot with Inaya, and that too alone. So I have some tips and tricks to share with you, and I hope that after listening to these tips and jotting them down and clearly following them, the travel with your baby would be much simpler, and that is what I'm here for. So let's quickly start with the video.
To be the first one to watch all our videos, click on the subscribe button, and for regular updates, please hit the bell icon. Welcome to DocITBabiezz.
So basically, before I start with the points, these tips and tricks are when you are traveling alone with a baby in a flight, because that is what I have done till now. Because whenever I have traveled alone, I have always traveled on a flight. So these tips and tricks are based on that. If I travel alone in a train, in future, then I would surely, give those tips and tricks as well. But for now, these tips and tricks are strictly for parents who are traveling alone with a baby in a flight. So let's quickly start with the points. The first point here would be that choose your flight effectively. Effectively in the sense that first thing is that you as parent is aware of a particular schedule of the baby, because that okay, fine, in the morning time my baby is quite happy, full on active and all, and in the afternoon time my baby becomes cranky. Like when Inaya was a newborn baby, she used to get cranky in the afternoon time till the evening. She used to be a bit cranky, and in the morning time she was like all ready to play and be happy and everything, and in the night time also she was very comfortable. So I never chose a flight where the travel time was in the afternoon or in the evening. So that is what you have to do. Always travel when you know that your baby would be happy. That is what we can at least do from our side. If the baby is still not happy on that day, that is something that happens sometimes. But basically, if you know that my baby would be happy in the morning, then travel in the morning. Second thing would be that effectively choosing the flight means that if possible, don't travel on weekends, because Friday till if you are planning to travel on a Friday evening or Saturday or Sunday, then a lot of people plan travel during that time, and you will have to wait in long queues during the ticket, like while taking ticket, while the security check is happening, in the flight, while taking your baggage. So everywhere people are there. It's a lot of busy streets out there. So it's very it would be helpful for you if you could travel on weekdays, because weekdays are generally quiet, and that way you will get a lot of space for movement, and you will be happy that way. So try to choose your flight effectively in these two senses. The second point here would be that always pack smartly while you're traveling alone with the baby. Pack smartly in the sense that before having a baby, I used to pack like okay, I need this, okay, keep it here. I need this, okay, keep it here. But now I have become a lot smarter in sense of packing, at least the diaper bag or the cabin bag that you're going to take along with you, because you may need anything at any time and you are alone, so you have to be ready with everything. and you shouldn't be searching for it. So you should know that, okay, fine, this thing I need, it's kept here, this thing I need, it's kept here. So that is why smart packing is very much required. First, you have to make a list of things that you know you will need with your baby. You know your baby very well, but still I'm telling you few things that you should be keeping with yourself. The first thing would be, if your baby is formula fed, then keep the formula powder and a bottle of hot water. You should carry a bottle for feeding, or a sipper if your baby has started taking sipper, a pacifier to soothe the baby. After that, for changing, you need a changing mat, you need a set of diapers, you need a set of wipes. Then you need some snacks, because during travel, if your baby has started taking solid, so baby usually enjoys a lot of munching during travel, so keep a lot of snacks with you. Next would be a set of clothes for you and the baby, because for babies obviously you have to keep it, because the babies might, you know, make the clothes dirty, and also babies might, you know, have travel sickness sometimes, so because of that even your clothes might get dirty. So a pair of your fresh clothes should also be there in the diaper bag. That is very important, and I have learned it through one of my mistakes, so that is very important. Other than that, yes, basic medication is also required. So you know, if you know your baby is already on some kind of medication, then keep that medication with you, or the basic medication like crocin and everything, because you know, if your baby catches fever and it's a long journey of 4-5 hours, then you should have crocin to give it to the baby, or you know, a thermometer, some basic medication like nasal drops, keep them with you. Okay, so this was the second point, which is pack smartly. The third would be that always dress your baby in comfortable clothes if you're traveling alone. Whenever we are going out, like in a mall, at some other place, or maybe when you're traveling, you always want your baby to look, you know, cute. So that is why you you know, make all those attempts to make your baby cute. Obviously your baby is already cute, and you try to make them cuter by dressing them cutely. But the thing here is that while you're traveling alone, make one thing very clear in your mind, that you have to keep your baby very comfortable. So comfortable clothing is very much required, because your baby might have, you know, want to play sometime, then again take a nap, and then again play, eat, sit down, stand up. So all those activities should be comfortable in that clothing. So that is why always you know, choose the clothes wisely for your baby. Next point is, choose the clothes wisely for you as well, because you have to be available for the baby till the time, you know, you are traveling and you are alone in that. So you have to be very comfortable with your clothing. You might have to sit, then stand, you have to run, so your shoes should be comfortable. Generally prefer wearing shoes or flats, don't wear heels and all. So that way you have to keep your clothes comfortable as well. Next would be, try to pre-book a seat in the flight. This is a service provided by most of the flights. So try to pre-book a seat. See, everyone has a preference. Like my preference always is, first, that I want a window seat, because even if Inaya is awake, whenever she sees outside, she enjoys that, you know, clouds and everything. So she enjoys that view and she's comfortable in that. If I'm sitting in the middle of, you know, the seat, and somebody is sitting that side, somebody is sitting that this side, even I'm not comfortable while feeding and everything, and Inaya is also not comfortable. So I always make a point that I get a window seat. The second is that I always make a point that I get a seat behind, not in the front, because if you need to go for a diaper change or something, then the bathrooms are towards the back. So that is why seat towards the back is better as compared to seat towards the front. So these kind of small preferences you have to you know, keep in mind, and just pre-book a seat that way, so there's no problem in, you know, requesting the staff for some other seat or something. So just pre-book a seat. The next would be, this I did not know, and my sister told me, Nupur told me this, and after that I've been using this facility. The thing is that, suppose you reach the airport, you are in the drop-off area, now you want to go inside the airport till, you know, the ticket counter. So this distance, if you are carrying heavy luggage with you and you are alone with the baby, then you would have a problem in that. So always, there are some airport staff members, like you have coolies in railway station. These are like coolies, and they take some amount of money, very little, 150 or 200 bucks, and they travel, take your luggage and keep it in the ticket counter. So that way you just have to travel with your baby. You don't have to, carry your bags and luggage and everything. So that is one of the help that I didn't know is available in the airports as well. So just check at your local airport if these kind of facilities are available at your airport. Okay, the next thing is that when you are at the ticket counter and you see that there's a long line just in front of you, always keep in mind that if you're traveling alone with a baby, you are allowed to get preferences. So mostly if the airport staff, that is the flight staff, they notice that okay, you're traveling alone with a baby, they would request you to come in front and take the ticket early. But suppose you find that nobody is noticing you, then you can anytime go to the airport staff or the flight staff and just tell them that I'm traveling alone with the baby. Is it possible if I could skip this queue and get the ticket before anybody else? So these are the facilities specially given to you people, because we are traveling alone with a baby. Guys, understand, it's really difficult. So these kind of facilities are available for you. So just don't be shy and ask the people around you that if these kind of facilities are there. Next is depending upon the size of your airport. If the airports are big, then from the security check to the gates, if there's a long distance, then use shuttle service. Before Inaya, I never knew that shuttle services can be used by us also. I always thought that these are for some privileged people, and I'm not the one who can use it, but actually you can make use of it. You just have to go to the help desk, tell them that I am traveling alone with a baby, I need a shuttle service from the security check to the gate, and they will give it to you. So basically these things, if you know beforehand, then you can make use of it, and that will make you less and less tired. Because my point here would be that suppose you are traveling alone, the thing to keep in mind is wherever you can save your energy, save it, because you never know that when your child becomes cranky or they need your energy level, and that time you should be in your 100% energy. So always save the energy wherever possible. Next is use of baby rooms. So all the airports are equipped with baby rooms. Some airports have a separate baby room, just one of it, and some airports like Delhi airport are big enough so they have multiple baby rooms. Mostly all the baby rooms are situated next to the washroom. So if you see this washroom signboard, there is a male sign, there is a female sign, there are sometimes handicapped sign, and there is a baby sign as well. So baby sign means there is a baby room as well in that place. So you can easily go to that room, you can change baby's diaper, you can feed the baby, you can make the baby play there, so baby becomes comfortable, you are comfortable, and that way it's a lot of help, because if you are going to feed the baby, you are breastfeeding the baby, and you don't want to do it in public place obviously, and a baby room is something where you are alone or only mothers are there, so you can be very comfortable in feeding. You can change baby's diaper, change baby's clothes, make baby comfortable, and make yourself comfortable. So baby's room has to be used by you, because it's a privilege to have a room dedicated especially for you and your baby, and just make use of it so that you are comfortable during travel in the flight. The next point is that during takeoff and during landing, it's always good to feed your baby, and if baby is not ready for feed, then just give a pacifier to baby, because that is the time when the flight is changing its altitude. It's either going up or it's going down, and because of that air pressure is a lot, and it's very difficult for the baby to handle that kind of air pressure, and baby's ear might actually hurt. So it starts paining. So if you're feeding, then that would be a help to baby, and it wouldn't make the baby cranky, or it wouldn't make the baby cry, and your whole flight the travel would be easy and smooth. The next point is that sometimes we as mothers, we are always strict with the things that are not good for the babies, like chocolates, chips, these kind of things, or some kind of cream biscuits that baby likes. But we are very strict mothers, and we just want to give everything good to our babies. But during this time when you are traveling alone, be a little less strict with your baby, and a little less strict with yourself as well. Suppose you see that the baby is cranky and you know that if I give a chocolate to my baby would be happy, then give a chocolate to your baby. Because you are traveling alone, you have to, have your baby calm. And if chocolate helps in that, then there is no harm in giving chocolate to your baby or chips or anything like that. So just keep in mind that strictness is a good thing, but at this time when you are traveling alone, it's better to give these things to your baby and make the baby calm, rather than making your baby more crankier by just testing their patience. So it's always better to give them these things. It's not so harmful, it's an eatable thing, it's an edible thing, so it can be given to your baby at these particular times. My last but not the least point would be that don't be shy in asking help from others. I have noticed that people around are actually very helpful and they want to help you, but they just want one request from you, that if suppose they are watching you, they know that you need help, your baby is getting crankier, you are just struggling with your baby and they want to help you, but they are also feeling shy that should we go by ourselves or should we just wait for them to ask for our help. So always, if you feel that you need some kind of help, just go and ask people. People are very good and helpful. So suppose the luggage is coming on the belt, but you have a baby also, you're carrying the baby and it's very difficult with a baby to carry your luggage, so just ask somebody that can you please help me to get the luggage from the belt and put it on the stroller or something like that. So it's always good to ask for help, because being shy would actually make you tired and your baby more crankier. If you ask somebody's help, then they would be happy to help you and you would be happy to receive that kind of help. So just don't be shy and ask help from others. So these were some of my tips and tricks that I have accumulated from my experiences. If you think that I'm missing out on something, then don't be shy and put it in our comment section so that others can also get help from that comment. Other than that, if you like our video, then do click on the like button, do subscribe to our channel and enjoy this happy world of parenting. DocITBaby rocks. Bye bye.